Good morning, everybody. Uh, Welcome to your December SBDM webinar. Before we get started, Angie, I saw your chat comment about not getting the attachments. I have been getting emails. I forgot to attach the webinar PowerPoint, so I apologize about that. I will make sure to send out the PowerPoint so that you all have a physical copy of what we're talking about here today. So today we're going to be talking about the SBDM 101 review session that we had in November, the alternative model applications, council verification data, phase 3 of the CSIP, and success stories for effective partnerships. So last month, the SBDM team met in Louisville with several SBDM trainers to review the SBDM 101 module. The goal of this review session was to gather feedback on SBDM 101 to improve it for trainers and our SBDM council members that take the training. And we gathered these trainers together based on data that is inputted into the SBDM database. So we gathered the trainers that had led SBDM 101 the most over the past several years. They were able to provide feedback on what should remain in the module and needed to be refined and what needed to be removed. So a quick thank you to everyone that attended: Sandy Medford, Shauna Senton, Robert Phillips, Lynn Keene, Brent Deves, Melanie Barrett, and Amy Bradshaw. School councils that want an alternative model will be able to submit an application to alter the structure of their council. Applications will open January 1st and will be collected through February 28th. Just as a reminder, non-voting members or changes that keep the same proportion of administrators, parents, and teachers do not need to submit an application. You can find the application and guidance at the bottom of the SBDM Technical Documents webpage. So I just want to pause for a second to see if there's any questions that you all have about alternative model application or its process. So I'm going to move on, but if you have a school that's working through the application and they have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to be the point of contact. So once the school does complete an application, it gets sent to me. So if you have any questions on the application or its process, I'm more than happy to chat with you about it. All right, all your school's council members' information was due on November 1st. So if you haven't submitted that information yet, please do so immediately. I believe I've emailed everyone that has been missing information, so we have already made some sort of communication. Schools that are CSI identified will need to submit their advisory leadership team information. So we need the names and the roles of those individuals on the advisory leadership team. We do not need training information. People on ALTs are not statutorily required to be trained in the same way as council members are. We do suggest that they get some sort of open record, open meeting training because they are subject to those laws, but you don't have to input any training information for those individuals. If you have any questions or on your data or you're having a hard time inputting it or you can't access the database, please let me know. I'm more than happy to chat with you, email, phone. We can meet over Teams, whatever works best for you. We are in phase 3 of the Comprehensive School Improvement Plan. So phase 3 consists of the CSIP plan, which is developed by the school council with the input of parents, faculties, and staff based on a review of relevant data that includes targets, strategies, activities, a time schedule to support student achievement and student growth, and to eliminate achievement gaps among student groups. The deadline to submit that CSIP plan is January 1st. Finally, the KDE is looking for success stories of effective partnerships with families. If you have a school in your district that is doing something really cool, please submit that success story to the link that's in the slide, which I will email to you all. These stories are going to be collected and gathered and shared as a resource and inspiration to other schools across the Commonwealth. I did receive a question of when these stories will be made available, and I'm not sure on that yet, but as soon as they are made available, I will make sure to share that resource with you all. So before we go, the SBDM team, we're working on developing the endorsement training for the spring. So if there's any topic or information that you would like us to cover, please, you're welcome to share that now. You can email, you can call me, but we really want to make a training that's going to be the most helpful for you all for this 25-26 school year. I am going to put the attendance verification link into the chat. But otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday.